Happy Moon Day. It's funny that notification went through just as I started. Oh, this is G with Divine Needle, and it is the age of Aquarius. This is daily guidance for those on a mission and just everybody in general. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Sabian Mysteries first. I do enjoy these, they're pretty profound. Okay, today's a cameo profile of a man in the outline of his country is the Sabian symbol for today. So let's look into that. Anyway, Grand Moon Day to everybody. Yay! Gotta stay. All right, the Sabian symbol is Aries, 2 to 3 degrees in Aries. Awakening to a higher level. The awesome power of life itself as we identify the most spiritual dimensions of being. The sense of being part of the whole brings meaning and allows higher powers to act through us. It extends beyond our local community, embraces universal realities. We are part of it all, and this knowledge gives us both security and power. We can even touch the level of archetype and so awaken to that higher degree. Individual and community are mutually supportive aspects of each other. I love this Sabian mystery. Absolutely love it. We talk about how it takes all of us. As much as the individual serves society, society serves the individual, not only in terms of resources, but also in terms of their evolving definition. The man and the country are in mutual exploitation. Although it may not appear so, in truth, reality is personal. Each and every feeling, belief, and opinion is an expression of this, and these all have ramifications in our life circumstances. If we are to reach our fullest potential as unique individuals, then we must give full play to all of our potentialities. There is huge social pressure upon a person to obey the rules and do what is thought appropriate by conventional ethics and practice. Even so, some are capable of rejecting the bondage of reluctant or unthinking conformity and find our own way to relate to the community that nurtures them. This is very interesting because the reading I did that was supposed to give guidance on between the right now, the spring equinox, and the summer equinox, and what to be mindful of and prepare for position was the Hangman. Operating outside of and in contention with the establishment. Right? You can't make that up. The Sabian symbol, the Sabian mysteries line up perfectly. Even so, some are capable of rejecting the bondage of reluctant or unthinking conformity. We do not submit and we do not conform. Nope. And find their own way to relate to the community that nurtures them. Naturally, there are forces of empathy and familiarity that bind an individual to the collective reality that shows through culture and tradition. However, despite the benefits of accepting social norms, each of us will characterize our own take on this, as indeed we must do so if we are to be authentic in self expression. By doing so, we necessarily dedicate ourselves and our lives to the best interest of our community. We are as much a part of the whole as anyone else, and without doing what we feel is right, then there cannot be full engagement with the society of which we are an integral part. The community would be diminished. So, all of us doing our part to usher in a new age. It's going to take everybody, not just leaders, but the leaders need to take that into consideration always. But it does, it takes all of us, everyone. So I'll read this last little bit too. This is in no way different from, this is self-actualization. This is in no way different from a personal imperative to dramatize our very personal wants and needs through the group as a path of self-actualization. How could we be ourselves if separated from the context of our traditions and culture? Yeah. Separate yourself from the dogma. Where is the meaning in that? Even when we travel away, it is the place we travel away from and is ever present in our history, memory, and habits. This gives special meaning to our new experiences and feeds the home community, which learns of them through us. When I say separate yourself from traditions and culture and dogma, when you strip away everything and go down to the basic soul reality, you are infinite beings, each unique and special in a very particular way. They've tried to divide you with politics, religions, and all kinds of shenanigans. Try to divide you by sexual preference, races, you name it. They've tried to divide you, but in the end, you strip all that away and you are part of everyone else. You're all souls, very special ones. hmm Why do you think they try so hard to keep your attention? They want your attention. A real breadth of community involvement is therefore a sign of one who is truly self oriented, having the wisdom and sensitivity to understand that each must serve the other in harmony if harmony is to emerge. And that's what we're shooting for. Even more than that, it goes beyond just harmony to fulfillment. The individual is thus silhouetted against the background of his country, each exploiting the other in the process of expressing a general principle in specific terms. When each relaxes into this truth, personal and communal interest are more profoundly in accord and more richly expressed. Personal and communal interest. That's fantastic. I do love these Sabian mysteries. Hello, good morning. Happy, happy moon day. Goddess day. Yeah, yeah. It's my day. Darn tootin'. Okay. Enough of my shenanigans. Kuan Yin deck for Monday. Of course. All right. Let's see what my team has to tell the collective on Moon Day. What does the team have to tell the collective on Moon Day? Wow. They have a lot to say, apparently. There's 5 of them. Wow. They don't usually do that with this deck, but here we go. And I try to listen to what they tell me. I'm not very good at it sometimes, but I do try. Beautiful picture. Let's see what it says. Daughter of the Phoenix. Yeah, they called me that one time. Just as I was waking up, they were screaming at me, Phoenix, really loud. When the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing, a preparation for the new. Like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. Soon after, you will enjoy greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your divine life path. Many of you are on missions. You are definitely being cleansed. Heavenly purification. Heavenly purification. All right. Apollo played the lyre. Fascinating. The Book of Changes. Oh, yeah, we're going to have some. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction, even if you do not fully understand. I know that's not focused. Why are you not focusing, crazy camera? Yeah, it wants to be like up close. We'll just put it down here. There. It kind of focuses on it, doesn't it? It's trying. It's thinking about it. Well, we'll just go with it. It's doing the heartbeat thing again. Stop it. Okay. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction. Even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now, allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfolding of your own divine path. Yeah. Trust in your internal chit chat. She's trying to guide you. We've had this one before. Such a beautiful card. Many hands of the goddess. The goddess Kuan Yin is bringing blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius. For there is much that you can accomplish together, and she is assisting you now. That's interesting because I've always talked about my mission being multi-pronged. Yep, and I definitely feel like that. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius, for there is much to accomplish together, and she is assisting you now. Wow. The basket. Nice. This reading couldn't be more perfect. I see why they dropped these cards. Spring Mother Magu. Magu, goddess of spring, healing, and transformation. You can't make that up, this card coming out in springtime. Healing and transformation brings you blessings now. You are asked to remember that light can come from even the darkest beginnings. That spring only ever comes after winter. The challenge can be to trust that winter will end. Exploring the unknown parts of yourself will result in self discovery and a healing rebirth for you. Yep, they tried to cloak the light in darkness. I'm not having it. Isn't that a beautiful card? Let's see what surprise they have here. The Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solution, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. You're being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Yeah, that reading I did showed going with the flow. Feel the joy of release and the wonder of how easy life can be when you let go of fear and control. That's one thing that reading was talking about, and something that I've talked about, letting go of fear, because that's the one thing that'll trap you in that cage, fear. And you were given dominion by the goddess. Yeah, you were. You were definitely given dominion. So you have nothing to fear. You should be walking very tall. All right. See, those were the cards the other day. They totally, I'm just going to lay them out because those Kuan Yin cards line up. Okay. All right. Let's see. And this came from the spring through summer equinox energy, these cards. They match up perfectly with that. Patience and receptivity. All right, let's see if they got anything new for us for this moon day. Any new cards from Osho-san? Anything new? Yep. Compromise. Compromise might be necessary. But guess what? I don't feel like this card is so much about that topic, although that's a good one. You see the twos there. There's two. The twins. I feel like they're talking about the twins. Let's see if they've got anything else. Anything else for us? This deck I use more like an oracle deck. It can be used like a tarot deck, but I use it in oracle. They always tell me stuff through the pictures. Oh, nice. Okay. Compromise, possibilities, and participation. Participating with community, with the collective. Looking at all the possibilities. Higher, wider perspective kind of thing. So the twins looking at all the possibilities and participating with the collective. All right. Let's take a look at the reading in general for today. All right, this moon day. See, these were the cards from that reading I did about the solstice. The time frame between the spring and summer solstice. Anyway, now we're wanting to focus in on moon day's energy. Overall energy for moon day. overall energy for Moon Day. Overall energy. This is daily guidance for everybody. Oh, yes. The Seeker, Spirit in Search of Science. Nice. Major Arcana in the overall energy today. Our highest priority for Moon Day. What is our highest priority? You can't make that up. The Keeper and the Eminence. And so there's 3 Fool cards in this particular deck. This is Spirit and Petition of Spirit and the Eminence. If you knew who that truly was on that card. Oh, yes. I thought about making a deck with the correction of who that is. Yep. Because when the makers of the decks, they purposely put in things that were incorrect. I know what the correct thing is supposed to be. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for Moon Day? Collective. Oh, wow. That flipped out in a book. Wowza. Major Arcana, the Lovers, underlying. All right. We have the Contender, the Blind Seer, Archangel of Mysteries, the other Fool card. All 3 are in the reading. Pretty profound, and Holy Water. Ooh, this is a profound one. I feel it and I'm tingling from head to toe. The Lovers. Incoming messages. Mystery of the Covenant. That is the Lovers card. That is the twins. The Hermaphrodite. Hermes and Aphrodite, aka Pan and Sophia. Spirit of Pairs. Here we go with the pairs again. Like I said, when they gave me that card, it's about the twins. It's about the twins. The Sharpshooter, Golden Shield, Archangel Commander. Okay. Let's see what else is under there, just out of curiosity. The Erudite, the Vagabond, New World Order. Nice. Yeah. All right. We'll focus in on this, keeping in mind the cards underneath, because that's underlying energy. Key 6, Major Arcana, the Lovers. The Lovers is the spirit of pairs. This is our internal binary. Solve et coagula. Dissolve and concentrate. A maximum of the alchemist. Manifest your heinies off. The Lovers portend the sacred marriage of your higher self and your ego. You are at a crossroads and your next step is to choose between 2 paths. Key 6 appears to you when you must decide between instant gratification or delayed gratification. When the Lover's card appears, it may also be a call to evaluate your interpersonal matters. In modernity, get my tongue to work in the mornings. The Lover's card might appear so that attention can be called toward a romantic relationship or the themes of Eros. I think this is the twins choosing between paths because of some sort of incoming messages. But the underlying or the general energy today, the Seeker, Spirit in Search of Science, Key 0, the Seeker, is the Fool who seeks answers, who seeks to know. So this is going out and seeking specific knowledge because of this decision, I have no doubt. This could also be the lovers actually sending out messages. See how it points at the seeker? Sending out messages about answers. The highest priority is another Fool card, Spirit and Petition of Spirit, and the Eminence. So I'm going to spread those apart. All right. The Keeper is the Fool who has become practiced and learned in a spiritual path and now engages in a more interactive relationship with the many names and faces of the Holy Spirit. So that's your highest priority today. Being practiced and learned in the many names and faces of the Holy Spirit. You wouldn't believe how many names she has. You wouldn't. Yeah. It's ridiculous. The Eminence, Nine of Orbs. Oh, and that's the card, if I made in my own deck, that I would correct. Yep. The Eminence is the spirit personification of upward mobility and material fruition born out of your own hard work. All that we have done and invested in has now propelled us to the top. And yet, now that we are at the top, are we feeling isolated and alone? All that glitters is not gold. The woman pictured here in the Nine of Orbs is the same woman pictured in the Nine of Swords, and yet, upon first impression, they appear so different. Inner lives versus outer lives can be unrecognizable to one another. Nevertheless, the Eminence appears as your spirit ally, and when she makes her presence, she is here to support your endeavors toward elevating rank, reputation, and to increase your material gains. When the Nine of Orbs appears in your reading, this is the message from Spirit to heed. Everything is for the best in the best of all possible worlds. So, basically, going out with a Fool card, taking that leap of faith, new adventures, learning, knowing the names, and then going out and talking about it. All right. And what to be mindful of, prepare for. Five of Scepters, the Contender. Yep, there will be opposition if you start talking the truth. That is a thing. The Contender is the spirit of a zero-sum game. This is the spirit appearing before you when you face competition. This is the battle, the contention you fight for domination. This is a spirit who helps you through a rivalry for supremacy. There is strife in your world, and the Contender is the spirit here to help you navigate strife. Yep. The Blind Seer. I love those cards. That Lady Justice and the Blind Seer. This is like the minor of Lady Justice. One of the minors. There's a couple. But, yeah. The Blind Seer is fantastic. Seeing with your third eye to make decisions, right? Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Oh, yeah. The Blind Seer helps us navigate the stalemate between ego and the self. The twin swords or twin paths form the cross that you bear. You have yet to attain the realization you need to make an intelligent, reasoned decision, so take the time to look inward. Arrive at an inner peace and restore a sense of calm before you proceed. Something about the major decisions that the twins have to make. Yep, picking the path. In the battle for supremacy, Archangel of Mysteries, King of Earth, is a female. Archangel of Mysteries Heck yeah. Angel who illuminates the shadow. It is the age of Aquarius, the age of enlightenment. It's also the apocalypse, which simply means bringing what was once hidden to light. She's the angel who illuminates the shadows. Can't make that up. Dare you to try. Okay, where are we? The King of Orbs is the Archangel of Mysteries. Another one of her many names is the Archangel of Revelations. Here, here. You know, it's really funny because over on my other channel, I talk about the book of Revelations and the actual revelations and what they really mean. And yeah, some angels have been set free from cages in a ritual recently. But and what's even more fascinating is the creator of this deck has just released a pre-order on the new series. And guess what it's called? And it couldn't be more profoundly named. That deck's called Revelations. Yeah. Oh, snap. She is a beneficent guide connected to the underworld. Very connected to the underworld and the world above. One authorized to act as an intermediary and mediator between the angelic realm, still subservient to the divine and the realm of the fallen angels. Which, guess what? That's where you guys are. She can also transverse through all the lower realms to guide lost souls. The Archangel of Mysteries appears now because these qualities and powers and protections of hers are needed by you. My higher self. And yet another Fool card. The Initiate. Spirit in search of experience. Personifies a return to spring. Here we go with spring. The Kuan Yin cards were talking about it too. A return to spring. You should see the new card in the Revelations deck. It shows who that snake is. Hermes, Hades, the Baphomet. One of the snakes. The Initiate. Yes, personifies a return to spring, starting a new cycle of growth. Ab incunablis. From cradle to grave, ab internio. Since the beginning. So new undertakings. New undertakings about the Holy Grail. Ace of Cups. Ace of Chalices, holy water, the purifying. Yep, that snake right there in a cave, and he looks very much like he's in a cave on this card, did get baptized. Yeah, not kidding. It happened. Holy water. Yes. You are being cleansed. You will find the inner peace you seek. Water is alchemizing in your world, materializing as concord and fruitful development in home and family. The domestic sphere are promising prospects in love and relationships. Your soul is being purified by what is to come. Unions are forged. What fills you will wash away past hurt. There is renewal. Yep, a return to spring. Yep, and renewal for everyone because the truth will be illuminated. We are in the book of Revelations, solidly and firmly in the book of Revelations. And there's particular angels incarnate carrying out that book. Wow. Okay. Profound reading. All right. Wowza. All right. Anything outgoing for us? Anything outgoing from Osho Zen, please? Isolation. But a breakthrough. A breakthrough. Return to spring after a very cold winter and feeling very isolated. It's time for you guys to break out of your cages. You were released after all. Time to break out. Operate outside of and in contention with establishment. Anyway, I hope you all. Hey, hey, hey! So good to see you. Have a grand moon day, everybody. Remember who loves you more than you can possibly ever understand. The many names and faces of the Holy Spirit. Remember, she's watching. She's watching all of us. Happy Moon Day. Goddess Day. Talk to you guys soon. Oh, and we probably will be doing a video over on Divine L today. Hope you guys tune in for that. Anyway, have a good one.